Today is the day. I am going to reveal the secret of the 1-inch punch. When Bruce Lee does his 1-inch punch, why does he leave 1 inch? It's the question you've all been asking. Well, I'm going to tell you why.
Because if he doesn't leave an inch, stupid people in the comments are going to say, he's just pushing with his fist.
And my reply is always the same. Force equals mass times acceleration. What you're thinking of as a punch is just accelerating the mass of the arm and not actually transmitting much force.
And by the way, Y-O-U''RE means you are. Y-O-U-R means you're.
Now, math is beautiful. It just lays it out. Force equals mass times acceleration. It's a continuum. But in language, we make a clear distinction. One thing is a push, another is a punch. How do we figure this out? Well, I'm going to go to the Guinness Book of World Records to see what is a punch. We have the record for the most punches in 1 minute.
This is the world record for the most punches in 1 minute. And just look at all the stupid people in the comments being inspired. If this is what punching is, and if punching is so awesome, don't you think we should be a bit more interested in this guy here? Isn't he the real hero? There's a reason you're not going to see an epic montage where a guy gets to the top of a staircase and then does some 1-inch punches. Your eyes can see speed, but they can't perceive force. And no one's accusing me on the left of not punching, but I'm not having much effect on the bag. In a world where so much of what we do is done for show and what looks impressive, it only takes someone focusing on what's actually important to get greater results. In this case, Bruce Lee is demonstrating force, not acceleration. Throughout history, it's taken absolute geniuses to point out very simple things that we now teach to children. In that sense, this demonstration is simultaneously very impressive, but also not that impressive if we break it down. Bruce Lee's initial stance is very important. He's a smaller Chinese man. He needs to use the mass of his entire body and to transmit that force through his arm, not just use the mass of his arm alone. To do this, you need compressive forces. If his arm is fully extended, force is transmitted through the bones of the arm, bypassing the tensile forces of the muscles of the arm and chest, which are overrated. This force is transmitted via the scapula and spine. Now we have a strong chain through the mass of the body. This chain links to the ground reaction force produced by the leg. This isn't a punch, and it's not a push either. This is a kick. He's kicking the ground and transmitting that force through his fist via the sternum of the participant. The sternum is the hard part at the front of the rib cage, an ideal place to transmit energy, especially to a man who is stood perfectly upright. Gravity is pushing down on the man, but the floor is pushing up equally. But when the man is destabilized, gravity comes into play. Now we have the force of Bruce Lee's kick, plus gravity acting on the man. When he hits the chair, the floor is pushing up on the chair, but crucially without much friction. Now all the energy is channeled in one direction. The result is the man ends up a long way away from Bruce, with only 1 inch of movement from his fist. I would liken the contrivance of this 1-inch punch demonstration to the contrivance of an experiment in lab conditions. We need to be skeptical of how contrived the scenario is. We need to be skeptical of the fact that the participants involved are clearly cooperating with each other. But when things are done right and you show results that are not what others would predict, you have created something immortal, a timeless lesson. I think Bruce has done exactly that here. I think this demo speaks less to his superhuman strength or ability, but to the transcendence of his intellect and awareness, and to his importance as a teacher who advanced human understanding. I hope by showing how the trick is done, I have actually exposed the real magic, the magic of progress, and the integrity of character needed to create that progress. And if you enjoy what I'm doing here, please like and subscribe. Thank you.